But if there's a common cause, you can pull
There's
it.
generally no B's and T's in the community of
No,
folks
it's
that you're
not. You
working
gotta
with.
Yeah.
You got to go outside of them.
Absolutely. But we're gonna get it there. We're gonna mutually. We're prophesying we're gonna get it there.
Yeah, sure.
Terri, you work with the Small Business Administration. What are you seeing on the policy side, the government side, to help complement people who are wanting to invest or people who are wanting to start businesses in terms of, moving forward with removal of those respective barriers?
Okay. Probably in terms of the end of the spectrum that we've been talking about so far, the SBA just recently announced it's embarking upon a policy where we would try to encourage use of our SBIC program, Small Business Investment Company program, which provides equity financing, to targeting those particular industries that are considered high impact.
Okay.
So that's something that we're going to be rolling out hopefully over the next several months. On the other end of the spectrum, where most people start, just in terms of small business in general, I think that one of the things we've tried to do is to make it easier for lenders to want to work with those small micro enterprise type businesses. So a couple products we've rolled out is our Small Loan Advantage program, which reduces a lot of the paperwork, and it focuses on loans in the 250 and under range.
Okay.
We also have a Community Advantage program, which allows nonprofit organizations such as community development financing corporations or institutions to be able to provide financing in the 50 to 200,000 range.
Okay, phenomenal. Alan, and I'm going to throw this question out too. What industries are the hot industries for, where are we going, in terms of innovation? What do you look for in terms of industry for investment? And anyone after Alan can answer that.
I don't, particularly, I don't look for industries as much as what I do qualities in the company. I look for 5 things. Number 1, I look at the management team. And under a management team, I look at 4 areas. First thing I look at, do they have the passion for what they're doing? It might be something in their personal life that they feel very passionate about. Second thing I look at, do I trust them as business people to grow their companies from as a business, to scale it up. Third thing I look under management team is, are they optimistic? Can they do it? And the fourth thing I look for is character. And I didn't invest in one company because they did something that was unconscionable to me. And what it is, I'm just a poor schmo, and I just walked into this guy's office, and what happened was that this guy, he was obviously talking to his wife, and he just slammed the phone down. And that was a character flaw to me. And I thought if he treated his wife like that, what's he going to treat his employees like? Yeah. And I just don't believe in that. The second thing I look for is a market opportunity, a $500 million market opportunity or above, and one that you can get a sizable piece of, and it's a growing market. Third thing I look for is a business strategy. How do you get from A to Z? A being the beginning, but how do you get to the exit strategy? Fourth thing I look for is customers, and what value do they add to the customers? And if it's value that I would change the way that I do my life to do that, because it takes a little bit, for me to get over to make some changes. And the fifth thing I look for is financials. I don't like hockey sticks growth. What I like is strong, methodical growth. Those are the 5 things I look for. The growth industries to me right now is the green. All the green stuff is out there. Biotechnology, you see we're getting older, at least I'm getting older, but what we're doing is we're seeing a lot of things that would help my life as I get older. Those are the things that I'm looking for. Some of the entertainment here in Georgia, entertainment is huge. The industry. We're shooting about 20 films here in Georgia right now, and it's a growing industry, and there's a lot of need for that. That's what I look for.
Mark, what is it going to take to get you out of semi-retirement? What do you look for?
Well, I haven't really looked at personal investment at any grand scale, just really opportunities and more where I can give back and be supportive of entrepreneurs that I can trust and feel like they could use my support financially as well as the experience that I've had, growing a business. And So that's how I look at those investments. But I am currently looking at a deal for myself to transition from where I was in the other business to doing something different now, and just a range of opportunities that are out there now to consider. I like and enjoy being in a position, which I think is a message, once you've, kind of gone through and seen what it's take to start a business from scratch, to grow it, that it does give you, a certain amount of experience and confidence, for the next venture, which could have the potential for even further wealth creation for not only me, but for others. And so those, that's kind of how I'm looking at what the next phase will be.
Very good. David?
Well, team is very important. I mean, besides being a visionary, the word passion is a word that is abused by me, because I think that whoever the key operator of a business is, not only does he have to be honest and knowledgeable of the business and the marketplace he's in, but he's got to have a drive, a tremendous passion, like you would for raising a child, to see that business mature. And he's also got to have a leadership quality that attracts other strong players, because one person can only do as much as one person can do. And if you're not a good teacher and you are not someone who demonstrates really good practices and has great core value, you can't be a leader, and you can't attract the type of people that can be additional managers within your firm to grow it. And in all the companies that we've acquired and different businesses that we've been involved with, if I didn't have a passionate operator, number one, and then meet the rest of the staff that followed in line with the thought process, to me it was a loser, because no matter how great the idea was, there's nobody to run it. Right. So that's very important. I mean, all the points that Alan made and Don made about the financial stability and the honesty, I'm huge on the integrity. If there's something that slips up on the integrity, I'm done. I do not have any room for that, because if you do it once and you're not sincere and you don't have true core values, you're going to do it again, and the more times it happens, shame on me.
Wow.
So I'm big on making sure my partners and future business involvements are sincere and right.
I was just going to say, a big thing about any success, I heard the word passion and all, is just having, folks that really have a mission behind what it is, entrepreneurs that have a mission behind what it is that they're trying to do. I find that, those folks are going to be more aligned with success because it is a mission for them. That's what it was for me in the first business, and I think in large part why we were successful.
Wow, I'm telling you, I'm soaking all of this in. Iron sharpens iron all the time, and the synergy of bringing, the magnitude, and just this is another universe of conversation. We have to figure out a way how to continue these conversations and dialogues and taking them to underserved markets who may not be exposed to this. So I want to thank each of the experts for sharing your time. We just didn't have enough time. And I also want to thank you, the viewing audience, as well, for participating and taking time to actually listen to the conversation. And we're all on a journey, and we're going to get there. But we've got to get ourselves into a respective mindset together. We have to do it collectively. I do want to invest in you. I want to give you some tools and some resources. I give you my book, Your Manifest Destiny, 7.5 Words to Transform Your Future. A colleague of mine who's traveling throughout Europe right now, Sam Carpenter, he has a phenomenal book called Work the System. I've talked to Sam. We're giving that book out to whoever wants it. You can get that book for free as well. And I'm working on a new book called Occupy the Church. And not so much occupy the church in terms of the building, but us, the people, and the communities that we respectively serve.
What must we do to navigate the prophetic and challenging journey that is before us? In order to manifest the definitive purpose that God has created for each and every one of us to experience in the earth, we must embrace and do these 5 things. Number 1, adapt the mindset of God. Number 2, we must follow Christ. Number 3, embrace our manifest destiny. Number 4, learn and implement trusted and proven systems in every area of our lives. Number 5, embrace and implement a collective and collaborative roadmap for the church and our communities. To this end, I want to invest into your life. I want to sow a seed of knowledge, understanding, and direction into your mind. For the next 24 hours, I'm giving complimentary, that's free, digital copies of my best-selling book, Your Manifest Destiny, 7.5 Words to Transform Your Future. Work the System by my friend and colleague, Sam Carpenter, and a secret chapter from my upcoming release, Occupy the Church, a prophetic roadmap for the global church. In addition, you can connect directly with the experts that have invested their time with us on today. You have 3 ways to get these best-selling books today. Number 1, go to www.oureconomicdignity.com or scan the QR code that's on the screen, or follow us on Twitter at Solutions TV. That's at Solutions TV, and we'll reciprocate with a link for you to get the resources. I also encourage you to advise everyone in your immediate network to do the same. For where you are going, it's critical that people around you have access to the same information and knowledge, particularly if they're going to remain in your inner circle. Take action now. Go to www.oureconomicdignity.com or scan the QR code that's on the screen, or follow us on Twitter at Solutions TV. Again, thank you for investing your time in viewing this interactive conversation on best practices and solutions for repositioning ourselves to manifest our definitive purpose in the earth and beyond. It's our collective mandate. Until next week, remember, a mind without barriers creates ideas without limitations. What barriers are you allowing to limit you?
Pastors, let me speak directly to you and your leaders for a moment. Our communities of faith and our neighborhoods are in chaos and crisis. When the real estate, stock market, private debt, and consumer spending markets crashed in America, it facilitated a quote-unquote church market crash as well. No one is talking about it. There was no stimulus, there was no bailout or policy created for the kingdom. In honesty and transparency, the kingdom of God shouldn't operate in reaction to man's economic markets, but should proactively influence them and engage them. We must do it ourselves. We must take the lead. We must take action to ensure the sustainability of our ministries, causes, and definitive purpose. Do we have all of the answers? No. Yet, God has given us a prophetic glimpse of what's to come and how to strategically prepare for the future of your churches and our expansion into the marketplace and every relevant sector of modern day society. To this end, I want to invest into you, your community, and your church. I will come at no cost to you, to your church. Let's plan an economic dignity weekend together. Let's plan a prophetic solutions weekend together. Call my office at 404-995-7094 or online at www.oureconomicdignity.com. That's 404-995-7094 or online at www.oureconomicdignity.com.